What up, YouTube? I'm back with another one. Headed off to the same place I'm always headed off to when I talk to you guys about all the fun going on in life. The holidays just passed. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I had an alright one, even though it was a different holiday this year because my family opted not to have holiday dinners like we do every year. It's about 8 or 9 of us that come together yearly at this time that don't get to really spend time during the year because we all have our own lives, but COVID stopped that. But I had a good one at home. My family, I cooked some dinner and I relaxed and I made a big decision. Sitting back, relaxing, not really having nowhere to go, thinking about where other than my sister's house for Thanksgiving could I go. Once I was done with that, like, did I have the means to go Black Friday shopping if it was a normal year and that occurred? Did I have the means to just ride around and just end up where I ended up at and not really worry about it? What was I really doing with my life and what could I really do? And I mean, I could have done a little bit if it was a regular year shopping wise, but not as much as if I was following my dreams, which I'm not. I'm doing this daily back and forth, 9 to 5, go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work. It's like that Groundhog's Day poem that I made, plug, check it out, is on here, where every day is the absolute same, and I wonder why I keep getting the same results in regards to money. And that would be wild because I never step out on faith or try nothing new with myself. So, drum roll, I decided I was going to go ahead and put my poetry to a book. And so I'm going to start I've started working on that. That's harder than what I thought it would be. And since of even just putting it together, I have over 100-something poems that I've written, and I know I've said, if anybody who hasn't seen it, I started writing a little bit into the first shutdown that happened in my state, Michigan, which was, I want to say, end of March, not the middle or beginning, but the end. And I haven't stopped writing since. I might have started like doing it real heavy, writing every day, and then I cut back on that. I was like, I'm gonna burn myself out, and I started writing every now and then somewhere within that first month of writing, I said, I like this, let me put it to the internet and see what people say. Either they like it or they don't, and either way it go, it is what it is. But it was something that was also helpful to me. It got my emotions out. It helped clear my mind. Like, I'm a person who deals with depression a lot of the times and some other things. And so my mind is real chaotic. Is why don't I have this? Why don't I have this? Why can't this person accept me? Why am I not good enough? It quieted all of that, you know. I think the first one was about my father. I think he was the first person. And then I wrote one about my mother, and then one about a personal situation with a neighbor, and then the writing, it just kept going from there. It took on a life of its own. But some of the poems were inspired from my own events. Some were inspired from things I saw or made of, in essence. But it all helped to create what it would be going for, which was just a release, a better me. And like, even now at work, when I find myself getting to a certain level, I step back, and then I might go somewhere, and there's so many apps nowadays where I don't just have to have a notebook and a pen. If I have my phone and I have the right app, I can go and just write out my emotions and put a title to it, and it's a poem. So like I said, I decided to make a book with it. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get to journey and vlog that in that process. I'm in the very beginning stages trying to see which ones are my best poems that I'll put faith behind. Some were just quick and written, and so I don't know that I would put faith behind it in terms of thinking that this is gonna draw people in and help them to want more from me. Some were from the heart, but that's the thing with picking them. You know, some of the ones that were just quick have done the best on different social media sites, and some of them, the ones that were from the heart, has got the least reaction. But I have to go with my emotions and how it makes me feel. That's what I try to write based off of. I don't try to write based off of what I think somebody wants me to write about, or how the times are going and stuff. I might have wrote one poem specifically about the election, and it wasn't even about that. It was about the fact that with this election, you were getting 9,000 billion calls and texts a day because of how highly regarded it was in terms of this is the one. This is what is going to change the course of the world for us, for our grandkids, and for everybody else. That's kind of how that was pushed out. And so I never had my phone ring so much or get text so much. So I chose to write about that because it was crazy. Other than that, I didn't focus on that. I might have focused on a couple subjects surrounding that, but on it, never. So I got a few book names in mind. One I'm leaning on. Sorry for that pause, I was thinking. It takes me a while to do that sometimes. One I'm leaning on is Chaotic Emotions, which kind of sets the tone for what it is. It's kind of an array of situations and my emotions tied to it. It's some current, it's some past things. It's some that doesn't really entail me, but people might listen to it and think it has to do with me. But you know, I could be creative. I've been creative. Just my last real creative time in my life, when I was maybe in 7th grade, I took it to a bad extent, in essence, and you know, got in a lot of trouble. And so I put my pen and balled that paper up and didn't touch it for 20 years. But I'm touching it now. I'm raring to go. We about to go forth. I'm gonna bring it to you guys, and I would love to get your feedback of what might be some good names for the book, or if you think it's a good idea, leave it in the comments below. I'm gonna do my best to get another one. I know I've been slacking real bad. I think the next one is gonna be a story time about the last time that it couldn't have been too serious because I was in 7th grade. But the last time I was really trying to write and really do something with it, and the story surrounding that made me kind of throw my pen out the window, ball up my paper, and leave it alone. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, so you can get the notification for my next poem or video. I love you guys. Have a great one. Keep your head up. I'm out.